Why was the bottle changed? We wanted to change the bottle from the beginning, but you just can't do it when you're not ordering in volume. So there is quite a thing. I don't know. Is the music still playing? Is it too loud? Can people still hear it? So for anyone listening to the music, it's Suno, and it's an AI thing. So there we go. Right then, let's have a look. So how did I get into selling my own brand of resin? Very cool. I wanted to do this for a long time, spoke to a lot of companies. Then someone, Adam from Yes That's 3D Printed, approached me, sent me a product, and I said, that's amazing, let's tweak it. We tweaked it. And again, like, I know people say this is expensive, but this is the state of selling things from Europe and not selling things from China. There we go. But yeah, we wanted our own style of bottle from the beginning. We just wanted something that stood out, was original. We wanted something with a big fat neck so it's easier to pour back in without a funnel or anything like that. A few people have said that the resin, the new shape, lets the resin pour into the runs here. Well, just wipe it is really my advice there. If that, I'll take that as a drawback, that it runs into the things. Right, so moving forward, I will announce, I want to be done by 8 o'clock. I should have done this last night, but I forgot my son had football. And tonight, so before I tell you what's happening tonight and why I'm in such a rush today, is I will be doing a really quick announcement as to who the winners are, and we've already done the draw, but again, if anyone asks in the comments, is it too late, just remind them, read the description please. Does using a torch flame really help? No, it doesn't. Guys, I only used the torch because I thought, oh, I've got it to hand and I want to see the bubbles popping. That's it. So we're going to have a chat in a minute about the GK3, how we have been doing, or how it's gone, how I think it's gone. Loads of people really excited, what I was doing yesterday. But before we do, let me just define to you what a spoiler is. So a spoiler to me is, let's say there's a movie coming out. A spoiler to me is when someone obviously spoils the movie and says this happens. But even when somebody says, oh, well, this happens, and they make something up, I consider that a spoiler. Okay? So, anything that says blah 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 in a film, this happens, whether it's made up or true, is a spoiler. So this is going to be a no spoilers show. After this, I'm off to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and if any of you spoil it for me, whether that's made up or otherwise, I will end the stream and walk away, and I'll just publish the winners in a widget if anyone does that. Okay? So let's see how good the community can be and not spoil Deadpool and Wolverine for me, because it's the only film I've been looking forward to in the last year. If anybody wants to ask me a question, again, even It's Amazing is a spoiler. Even It's Amazing is a spoiler. I will allow that one, because it's on me. I set the bar too low. Please don't say anything about Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't want to go in with any expectations. It's fine, Coxie. I won't kick you out, but thank you for helping me use you as an example. There we go. So we'll come on to questions in a minute. I'm not reading the comments at the moment. I'm just talking through stuff. So I'm off to do that tonight. That's why I'm having to rush tonight, because I have to eat after this. And then, yeah, so before we get on to the winners, and yes, I know who they are, I will announce them in reverse order. So the people who won the 2 bottles of resin, the people who won the 500 off a GK3, sorry, and then the person who won the actual GK3 itself will be announced last. So there we go. So any questions about the GK3? If you've got any questions about Uniformation or the GK3, please ask me now by putting @FoHammer. There we go. But yeah, that's it. So there we go, and I'll have a read. I wish one of these machines would include a handle. This does have a handle. The handle is built in. There you go. I'm showing it now. It's built into the lid. So there is a gap, but the handle will be, the gap will be closed, but there's still a handle. Has any work gone into the Uniformation slicer yet? I've not had an update. There is a firmware update to increase speeds but the speed increases to the speed I advertised. So that was the speed they gave me that they were able to get in the factory. We've now had the firmware update to get those speeds. Is the Saturn 4 Ultra worth the wait? Is that anything to do with the Uniformation? Which is what this is about. We're here to promote the GK3. But yeah, is it worth the wait? Yeah, I do very much like the Saturn 4 Ultra. I do think that's been the biggest leap forward in terms of advancements. So there we go. Technically a ledge, but it works like a handle, same as the GK2, I'd assume. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Yeah, fine. How secure is the top if you choose to take the screws out and the cover? I don't know. Yeah, as in, is it going to fall off? No, it's really solid on there because it sits, the back edge of it sits on the top of the actual physical unit of the GK3, and then you've got the draft excluders down the side that hold it in place, so even the movement, and the bottom's flat as well, so it's not like angled that it's going to slide off like some other printers. It is flat and straight, which is a really good design, and it stays there. I don't even know if it was intended to be like that. It seems, with Uniformation being who they are, I imagine they intended it like that. We've not had any conversations like that, but I did do a video that I know they've watched earlier this year or end of last year that said it was end of last year, the best features of a resin printer, or if we designed the best resin printer, what would it look like? And part of that was, we'll pull the sides off, or some mechanism that allows you to have an up and over lid that you can also remove. So it's really good. Chitubox Pro work on the GK3. I've not tested Pro, but I'd imagine it would. Chitubox works on the GK3, and even if there's no native profile, I didn't have a native profile. I just set the size of the printer and the resolution, and it worked fine. There was all of the G code, the pre-thingy G code was built into the printer. As this is the GK3 Ultra, have they said if a GK3 non-Ultra is coming, likely smaller in many ways, but not so massive? Yes, they have said whether or not a GK3 Ultra is coming, likely smaller in many ways, but not so massive. Yes, they have said whether or not one is coming. And that's it. Will I test the new wash for the GK3? Yes, I will. I still have a prototype. I'm still waiting on instructions. Mine does work, but they've updated it since the one I got. So things like I don't know whether you can firmware update it, but the one I got had very specific wash functions, and all of the wash functions seem to do the same thing, and there are 3 separate wash functions. They're working on that at the moment. So that's something they're doing. So yes, that test will be done. Oh, blooming out, I scrolled up and didn't realise that there were more questions. How long will it take to arrive at the destination after I purchase the GK3? Looks like they're going to start shipping in September. So about a month to wait, maybe 2 months, might be the end of September. So yeah, I think somebody said like around the 20th or 25th. And if you're in a different locale, it'll be something. It'll be before, it'll be after. Chris says, would the quality of life improvements and extra features on the GK3, what did Chris say? I've lost Chris. On the GK3 justify it over the GK2 if size doesn't matter? It depends. Like, I'm not here to say whether or not it'll justify it. Would I pay? Would I pay the $999 over $849 for the new features? Well, the new features are a light, which I pointed out is above the build plate and behind the prints. Read into that what you should, because I shouldn't be whinging about a brand now. I'm gonna save that for a review if I'm going to whinge about them. But yeah, so it's an LED light and a resin pump. And the resin pump is good. Of all the resin pumps I've seen, this is one I actually care about. But would that be worth it, regardless of size, for $149? At the moment, no. And even when they add the UI features that are coming, probably not. Because they are good features, but you use them once. So, excuse me, no, the value in this is the size. It's a bigger GK2. Is what it is, and it's worth it. It's incredible, especially at this pre-order price. Were you honestly expecting $999? Like, when you look at something that's this size, like Gilbert, thank you ever so much. Wow. Sorry, here's hoping to win, but I'm working and about to start the meeting and might miss the actual naming. Keep up the great work. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Gilbert, and I really appreciate the tip. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And again, I appreciate tips from everyone. Thank you guys. It does fuel me to a degree. As I said many times, I do not get paid for making the videos. The amount you earn on advertising in YouTube is little. I am not Mr. Beast, so the only time I can earn is if you use my affiliate links, use my codes, or tip me. And I like all of those things because then it keeps my wife and girlfriend happy. So, because I get to spend money on them and my kids. But, you know, they're 8 and 9 now. They should have jobs. So, yeah. Let's have a look. Fohammer, will Uniformation incorporate... Sorry, we were still on Chris, weren't we? Just moving down. I've lost. Oh, no, we moved on from that. Chitty Box Pro, GK3, they said it... yep, they said it would be coming. Already ordered. Will Uniformation incorporate tilting in future designs? No idea. I haven't talked to them about any future designs or what's coming up in the future regarding a tilting back mechanism. So I don't know. Romeo, I got an email about a new Lychee update from today. Yeah, that's right. Lychee have updated from today, and they're adding network support, but the network support is not there yet. It is being updated for network support for Uniformation. Yeah, so that's on the slicer side. So I believe the printer supports it or will support it with a firmware update, but I know Uniformation are working with both Lychee and Chitubox in order to get the network functionality working. There we go. Oh, Wirehead, thank you again. Really appreciate the tip. Thank you so much. Wirehead says, safe to say the GK3 doesn't appear in Deadpool and Wolverine. Come on, man. I did say I don't want to hear anything about it. That's pushing it, but I'll let it go because you tipped me. And Wolverine, so size up the popcorn and enjoy the movie, my friend. I will do. And if they do it at my cinema, I am definitely getting that popcorn bucket. Robert Page, I entered the drawing, but knowing my luck, not a chance. Well, everyone, you've got a chance. Everyone who entered it has got a chance. So that's what you do when you enter. That's your chance. So there you go. You probably got many chances. You get at least 5 for subscribing. Do I think the range exposure settings and software updates will come to the GK2, or would they keep that with the GK3? I am talking to them about it. It is being considered to come to the GK2. It's something they're considering, but their focus right now is on the GK3. So the GK2 is what it is and is how it is. And I believe I've just heard my takeout arrived, so I'm going to go and eat that shortly. If it is that, Michael S says, Fohammer, have you emailed them the GK2 winners? My wife is driving me crazy that you haven't emailed. I haven't emailed the GK2 winners. You have a email from Crush to your email, Michael. If I believe we spoke and your wife was the winner, and you will have an email from Crush or from somebody at uniformation3d.com, which will be asking you for the details. And she has said people haven't replied yet, but don't worry, we will get you there. We will make sure that you are the winner. I've forwarded your email details that you entered the competition with onto that person. What's my go-to slicer with the GK3? I just use the Chitu box because it's what I'm used to, and I have fewer problems with it. Mainly because the boards inside most of these printers are made by Chitu Systems. Yeah, my food's here, so I am going to do that. So I'm going to first say thank you to Romeo for once again tipping. Thank you, who says, thank you for the amazing videos. Split this 10, 5 for the wife and 5 for the girlfriend. No, mate, I'm keeping it. Thank you, though. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to buy myself some more Gundam. Right, so we're going to get on to the winners. And for anybody who doesn't know, who is in the US, anybody around the Indianapolis area or central, I think it's Midwest. I don't know if Indianapolis is central or Midwest, but I will be in Gen Con next week from the Wednesday onwards, but I don't think you can get in on the Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be with Artis Opus. So please, if you are there or know somebody attending, come over and say hi. I have many giveaways of these. The the Lord Narcissus model that I had printed from the guys at my mini factory. I have over 500 of them sat here, so there we go. So, should go to Adepticon. I did go to Adepticon. I was there as well, mate. So, I was once again with Artis Opus, giving away models and dry brushing. So, yes, India's considered Midwest. Right, brilliant. That's good. Okay, let's get on to it. So, I'm going to go, so I can go and eat after this. And I'll probably have a go at making some music with Umo, or if not Umo, what was it? Udio. So, we'll try that. So, first up, there were 8 winners. Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 winners get 2 bottles of GK3 resin. So you already, Uniformation, have your details. It'll probably be next week now that they get in touch with you. But that's what's happening. So next week, Uniformation will get in touch with you and they will send the details over as to how they will basically ask for your address and your shipping details. But they have the email addresses that you entered the competition with. If you entered with the wrong email address, sorry guys, try and get in touch with me if you've not had an email in the next week, and we'll go from there. But here we go. So the names are, and it'll be your names as they are in YouTube, I believe, because that's what it made you log in as. But we have, or it might be the account no, it'll have to be your name. So we have, first of all, oh, I need to pronounce names now. Ceridwen Jones, which is I'm gonna spell it Ceridwen Jones. That's Cerdwin. Someone type how to pronounce a word. Cerdwin Jones of Brandon, England, United Kingdom. Then we've got Rodrigo Mavu, who is from, oh my God, Canadians name things better. Mississauga, yeah, Mississauga, not Mississippi. That's Mississippi. Mississauga. Yep. So yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, that first name. It does sound Welsh, doesn't it? Welsh or Irish. So yeah. Yeah, Welsh. I'd have gone with Welsh. So Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. That's Rodrigo Marvu. The next one is at nerd_G, NERD_G, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. And I will be Mississauga. But anyway, Nerd G from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'll be there next year when we go to Gen Con in March, I want to say. March or April, I can't remember. I don't know times of year. The next one is Andre Valentin Ion, I-O-N, from, oh, here we go, Oradea, Oradea, Bihor, which is in Romania. So well done, Andre, that one's for you. The next one is these are all for the resin, guys. The next one is Jennifer Hall from Snellville, Georgia, USA. Yeah, so we've got Jennifer Hall. The next one is another name. It's at L_Lasna, Lazna, from Prague. And the next one is Ekin H, Ekin, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, USA, or USA. There we go. So, hang on. Have we got another one? Yep, and we have one more, which is Justin. Everyone upset, like you could be the person who's won the printer. These are the people who won the GK3 resin. So there we go. The last one for the resin is Justin Briard of Versailles, France. So there we go. So that's everyone who won the resin. So well done, everyone. You will get an email from somebody at uniformation3d.com. So there we go. Oh, by the way, I should have put it in the links. Anyone who wants to know what these tools are that I'm using in the video to to thin down these prints. These are DSP IAE tools, Display, or DSP IAE, which are, I don't know why I turned it on, you can't hear it or see it, but yeah, these are really good. They make fantastic tools. They also ripped off God Hand but made them cheaper, so there we go. But yeah, so yeah, Canada got one. There is some resin coming to Canada. So the next winner is second place. This person got $500 off the Uniformation GK3. So this person is, and I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation. Let's go. So I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but the person is Apostol Nakev, which is APOSTOLNAKEV from Bulgaria. So that's one person from Bulgaria. Apostol, APOSTOLNAKEV is the name, Apostol Nakev. So, yeah. My apologies if I'm struggling with people's names, but there you are, you're the winner, and I'm going to announce the winners on the widget. So I'm going to go and eat shortly, so it is literally going to be announce and go, but this person, who I've no idea who the name is, let me just see if they're in the chat, because I can type it in if I join the chat at, they are not in the chat. And it is their YouTube name that's on here, so I will be able to announce it shortly. But yes, this is the person who has won the GK3. So thanks everybody. I am going to shoot off straight away pretty much, because I've got to go and eat and then go and see the Deadpools. Do not spoil it, or I'm not telling you who the winner is. But yes, the winner is from... Do you want me to tell you where they're from first? Oh, sorry, I'm edging people. Really sorry about this, guys. This is not me being intentional. This is just, I get distracted, want to make sure everyone's happy and having a good time. Thank you so much for everyone who supported me, everyone who's subscribed. I now get to go and sadly watch as my subscribers do this, because everyone who's subscribed just to get a 3D printer will suddenly disappear. And got to be honest, watching that when this happens hurts. I get dead excited for a week. The GK3 has sold incredibly well. Everyone's happy. Everyone's having a great time over at Uniformation. It looks like it's been received positively, which is great. People are loving the printer. I think I pointed out it's got a couple of like eye-rolly quirks, but they are listening to feedback and they've done good things. So yeah. So to finish off, guys, and thank you very, very much for all your time, all your support. The winner is of the Uniformation GK3 Ultra from Bristol, England, United Kingdom, who followed me on the X platform, which is difficult to say. That's how they won. Their entry was from following me on X. The reason I burned the bubbles is because it just looks good on camera. Like, again, but yeah, sorry. I'll get back to that. Drum roll, please. The winner is from Bristol, England, at spam, S-P-A-M, _ can, C-A-N, at spam can. Who, that's their YouTube name, and they followed me on the X platform. So they'll all get emails to say from the guys who from the guys at Uniformation to let them know. But yeah, guys, the reason why I used the Bernie thing was just to pop the bubbles, and I thought this will be cool. And it's the same reason why I pour resin on the top. Like, so many people are like, why do you do this? What's the reason? And it's just because I've got it. Like, I've got two things. I can either do the filler content with you know, what is it? Everybody hates stock footage guy or stock footage guys, the whole stock footage family. Like, they're a family of people. Hurts their feelings when you say that about them, that you hate saying them, I'm sure. But the reason why I do stuff like this, which is just popping the bubbles, is just, it's filler footage. That's all. Because I've got nothing else to do, like to put in there. It's just it's B-roll between. So there you go. But that's it, guys. So those are all the winners. I'll list them again and I'll publish them. So now if you go to the announce the winners in the widget, they've all now been announced. So I'm going to read them but butcher them. For the resin, it was Kerdwin Jones, Rodrigo Mavu, at nerd_G, Andre Valentin Eon, Jennifer Hall, at L_Lasner, Ekin H, Justin Briard. Those for the resin. The person who got $500 off the GK3 is Apostle Nakev. And the person who won is the GK3 Ultra is at spam_can. So thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate you. I have got more faith in humanity that none of you spoiled Deadpool for me as I asked. So thank you very much, guys. You take care. Have a good time. Until my next video, members, the Cobra 3 combo's up now. My editors have got 8 videos in the queue, and I've currently got a Mars 4. And Creality came back to the table. I've got a Creality printer from Creality. How good's that? So yeah, they came back. They've sent me another printer, but it's only their A1 cloney thing, which is probably a bad thing to say about it before I reviewed it. But let's be fair, we all know that's what it is. Anyway. I'm gonna go and eat some food, and I'm gonna go and eat some food and watch a movie. Cheers, guys.